All right, let's talk about it. I'm repping the Padres jersey. Dodgers, Padres. The best series, I believe, the best NLDS that we had, the best of the four divisional series. Dodgers winning game 1 7-5. Dylan Cease on the mound for the Padres struggled, allowing 5 earned runs in just 3 1/3, 5 strikeouts. After that, the Dodgers settled in for the nice win. Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani, you knew he was going to do it. A 3-run homer. By the way, the Padres actually jumped out to the early lead. They were up 3-0 end of the first inning, but it was Ohtani's 3-run homer that made it a tie game. Padres make it 5-3 in the third, but then the Dodgers, 3 more runs in the bottom of the fourth. 2 runs batted in from Teoscar Hernandez, who had a nice game. Will Smith, 2 walks, 2 runs scored for him. Gavin Lux, Tommy Edman, both with a couple of base hits. And the Dodgers rolled to a 7-5 win. Neither starting pitcher did great. Yamamoto allowing 5 earned runs, as did Dylan Cease, but the Dodgers bullpen was just a little bit better. Blake Trinan has been on a heater as their closer. 1 2/3 of an inning, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a base hit, but he shuts him down. And the Dodgers win game 1 7-5, putting real pressure on San Diego. But the Padres were not going to go down easy. Game 2, a 10-2 Padres win. The Dodgers were embarrassed at home. Jack Flaherty, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 5 1/3. And then after that, their bullpen imploded. Ryan Brazier allowing 2 runs, Michael Grove allowing 1 run, and Edgardo Henriquez allowing 3 runs. That was in the top of the 9th. The Dodgers just could not get anything going. Max Muncy hit a home run, but that was it. For the Padres, offensively, they were on a roll. Fernando Tatis Jr., 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 3 runs batted in, 2 home runs. And the Padres, they did not stop there. They hit 6 home runs in this game. Jackson Merrill went deep. Xander Bogaerts went deep. David Peralta went deep. And Kyle Higashioka went deep. Everybody was going deep. Yu Darvish pitched a fantastic game. 7 innings, 1 earned run, just 3 strikeouts, but it doesn't matter. And the Dodgers are falling by 8 in game 2. So all the pressure at this point is on the Dodgers. And the Padres kept the pressure on game 1 in San Diego. They win 6-5 to make it a 2-1 series lead. The Padres, they scored 6 runs in the bottom of the second inning. All of their runs coming in 1 inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. capped that inning off with a 2-run homer. Also runs batted in from David Peralta, Xander Bogaerts, Kyle Higashioka. And the Padres, despite a rough start from Michael King, who allowed 5 runs in 5 innings, they win this game 6-5. The Dodgers, their runs came courtesy of Mookie Betts and Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez actually crushing a grand slam in the 3rd inning to make it a 6-5 game, but they could not score any more than that. Walker Buehler allowing 6 runs in 5 innings as their starter. And so the Padres, with a 2-1 lead at home, looked like they could be going in and winning in game 4. They could eliminate the Dodgers at Petco. It would have been great. The Padres had all the momentum, all the pressure on the Dodgers. So how would the Dodgers respond in game 4? Well, the Dodgers responded by playing their best game of the series in game 4. They win 8-0 with all the pressure on their backs. They absolutely dominated. It was a bullpen game, and their bullpen was perfect. Ryan Brazier, Anthony Banda, Michael Kopech, Alex Vigia, Evan Phillips, Daniel Hudson, Blake Trinan, Landon Knack. 8 different pitchers, and none of them allowed a single run. In fact, the Padres were held to only 7 hits. Nobody had more than 1 hit except for David Peralta, who went 2 for 4. It was a rough game for the Padres. Luis Arias continued to struggle at the top of their lineup. Meanwhile, Dylan Cease starting on short rest, and this would have been Musgrove's start. You have to wonder, if the Padres have Musgrove, this series might have looked a lot differently, but they didn't, and that's just how it worked out. But Dylan Cease allowing 3 earned runs, then Brian Hoying allowing 2, and then Wandy Peralta allowing 1. Padres, they lose 8-0. The Dodgers runs, Mookie Betts hits another home run, Ohtani going 1 for 3 with an RBI, a couple of walks, Will Smith with a 2-run homer, Gavin Lux with a home run, and 2 runs batted in. Everybody was playing well for them. Chris Taylor, by the way, played 4 positions, center field, third base, back to center field, and then left field. Just a crazy good defensive game for him, even though he goes 0 for 4. And with an 8-0 lead, all of a sudden going back to the Dodgers had the momentum, and at that point, it felt pretty obvious that my Padres, unfortunately, were probably going to lose. And they did. Unfortunately, again, if they had this guy, I have him on the cup, Joe Musgrove. If he had been there, I think it's a different series. But it wasn't. Alas, this was not the year the Padres were going to win. So similar to the Guardians, the Dodgers come back from being down 2-1. They win the final game 2-0. Kind of a defensive pitching match. Yamamoto against Yu Darvish, the pair of Japanese pitchers. Sucks to hear from Yu Darvish. He had wanted the Dodgers to. Yu Darvish wanted the Padres to sign Yamamoto and Ohtani and form a Japanese super team against the Dodgers, but that's not what happened. Instead, it was the Dodgers. Yamamoto pitching great, redeeming himself from his Game 1 struggles, 5 innings, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts. The bullpen did the job. Evan Phillips, Alex Vesia, Michael Kopech, and Blake Trinan, who has been awesome all season long. Home runs from Enrique Hernandez and Teoscar Hernandez, both of the Hernandezes. That was how the Dodgers won this game. 2 solo homers, and that was all they needed. The homers came in the 2nd and 7th innings, and the Padres went down with only 2 hits. Higashioka and Arias, the only guys who managed hits in this game. They were 2 hit in a Game 5 must-win game, and the Padres, once again, have been eliminated.